As you can tell from the way I'm dressed, I am a seasoned writer. This is a story, it's very true. Please be respectful. Thank you. Once upon a time in America, I stumbled across a black swan that was hunting for alongside Jerry Maguire, and then suddenly he turned on me and chased me with speed to the town where I hid in a barbershop, and he checked the barbershop too. Thank God he didn't find me. After he left, I posted all this to the social network after my laptop said, "You've got mail." I got an email from Aaron Brockovich, Tootsie, Mrs. Doubtfire, all of the descendants, the lady in the water, and some other pretty women. They all claimed to knowing what women want and informed me about the Thomas Crown affair they had with a few good men in a caddyshack on Groundhog Day back in 1984 that lasted 127 hours. They did it again this weekend at Bernie's, and they got so drunk in this beer fest that they were forced to deal with the hangover the day after tomorrow when they attended the King's speech with the Lord of the Rings. The Return of the King meant that they had to go to 4 weddings and a funeral, with the priest being from Russia with Love. And Love actually is the greatest game ever played, led by Coach Carter, who was way too busy finding Nemo in the deep blue to hook up with Jerry Maguire. So, funny thing about Coach Carter, he was the one that got in Fatal Attraction to Little Miss Sunshine and was called the Predator. I digress. After I left the barbershop, I hopped on the 310 to Yuma City to go meet with my friends with benefits. And I told Harold and Kumar, "Go to White Castle." They were confused, so I explained. I said, "Guys, White Castle is next to the last castle, which is next to the last King of Scotland, and his son, the last action hero. We went to the Field of Dreams and met their cousins, Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince, and that's actually where Harry met Sally." Pinocchio ran over to us with no strings attached, claiming he lives up in the air, but his nose grew big, so it turns out he's what lies beneath. The score we had to settle was that I caught him with my best friend's girlfriend, who was the Princess Bride of Lawrence of Arabia. Anyways, don't even get me started on when I dated the girl with the dragon tattoo. I mean, we went on 50 first dates, and on that last one, we decided to cuddle and watch a scary movie. I thought I'd whip out my anaconda and put it in her South Park. Longer, bigger, and uncut is how she described it, right? And I got my Monsters Inc. all over her. After the breakup, I decided to take a mind-clearing journey and go watch Cheech and Chong on a track race called the Green Mile. And after the track race, I went on the hunt for Red October. And on this hunt, I pulled out my lock, stock, and 2 smoking barrels and went to kill a mockingbird when suddenly one flew over the cuckoo's nest. And after that, Godzilla came out of the Matrix, claiming I had the memento that he won fighting a raging bull inside of Pan's Labyrinth. I had to call my taxi driver and make the Great Escape to Casablanca. I wasn't sure I would be in time for my date with the president's daughter, which I knew I would have to step up so I could feel some heat coming from her snatch. But she told me that from the beginning of the month, it's now 28 days later, so I knew there will be blood. She left because of my scream of misery into the dark night, and I had to drive to her house because she was the only one that could crack the Da Vinci Code to send Godzilla back to the Matrix. And on the way there, I got caught in rush hour traffic, and I guess this whole experience would have just been way better if I went to a thrift store and did some goodwill hunting. Thank you.